Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. COVID-19 is a disease that attacks human respiratory systems, causing shortness of breath, fever, cough, or sometimes there's no symptoms at all, or worse, death. This disease, caused by SARS-CoV-2 virus, the outbreak of the disease was first detected in the city of Wuhan, People's Republic of China, in 2019. The failure of Chinese authorities to contain the virus inside the city resulted in the spread of the virus to the outside world, to the entire world. Therefore, forcing WHO to declare global pandemic. Some scientists believe that this virus came from bats or pangolins before transmitted to the human body. There are 39.3 million cases reported worldwide, while around 18,000 cases reported in Malaysia.
In order to break the chain of the transmission, wearing a face mask is very important so that the risk of infection of the virus can be lowered. However, the face mask that is being used must be the one that is recommended by CDC, which is Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and World Health Organization, WHO. This is because there are so many types of face masks that is being sold in stores, but some of them are not even going to filter particles. One of the guidelines is, we are not supposed to wear face masks that have exhalation valve or vents, which may allow the virus particles to escape. Other than that, face mask should be covering your nose and mouth and secure it under your chin, and it fits snugly against the side of your face. The face mask also should be disposed correctly after use.
The other tip to help reduce the risk of infection and prevent coronavirus is by washing hands often. Did you know your hands can carry infection even if they look clean? You must use soap and water or alcohol-based hand rub to wash your hands. If you don't wash your hands with soap, you could be leaving deadly germs on them, potentially harming yourself and spreading them to people you love. Plus, if you have been coughing or sneezing, make sure to wash your hands immediately afterwards to keep you, your family and friends safe from disease. No matter how hard you look, you can't see germs with your naked eyes. Wash your hands with soap to stay clean.
One of the best ways to protect yourself and others from COVID-19, which is by staying at home. Did you know that the less people around you, the lower your risk from getting infection? For example, each person you come into contact with could potentially expose you to COVID-19, or you could expose them. It's because the main way COVID-19 spread from one person to another person is by having a direct contact. Only go out from home when you have to. If you have ever come into contact with someone that has been exposed to COVID-19, you must self-quarantine for 14 days at home.
Pandemic is not just a medical phenomenon. It affects individuals in so many aspects, even mental health. Isolation, social distancing, and closure of educational institute workplaces consign people to stay in their homes to help break the chain of the transmission. Decreasing mental health among individuals has surprisingly increased, whether it is among children, teens, adults, and even elders. It could probably kids that have an abusive parents that only find relief when they come to the school, or wife that stuck with their abusive spouse during the quarantine in the house, or maybe teens that have conflicts with their parents, or the parents themselves stuck on making money to support their family due to closure of their businesses or loss of their job.
COVID-19 is not only a global pandemic and public health crisis, it has also severely affected the global economy and financial markets. significant reductions in income, a rise in unemployment, and disruption in the transportation, service, and manufacturing industries are among the consequences of the disease mitigation measures that have been implemented in many countries. As disease outbreaks are not likely to disappear in the near future, proactive international actions are required to not only save life but also protect economic prosperity.
COVID-19 has infected and led to many deaths of hundreds of thousands of innocent people around the world. If people ignore the awareness of COVID-19, such as stay at home, washing your hands, and so on, it could lead to the increasing numbers of COVID-19 cases and also increasing the death rate. The fight against COVID-19 will not be won until every person in the world follow the SOP or the awareness that have been guided by the government. The increasing of the death rate will cause reducing numbers of human population in the world. Isolate if you are sick. Do not allow visitors. Limiting face-to-face contact with others is the best way to reduce the spread of the COVID-19 disease.
I would like to conclude this presentation by stating that it is clear as day that the amount of victims infected with COVID-19 are increasing every day, which is why it is important for the residents of our country to spread awareness of this disease to reduce the amount of COVID-19 victims. The measures that need to be taken as stated in this video includes washing your hands to prevent deadly germs from infecting you or other people, stay at home to reduce the chance of getting infected with this disease, and finally wear face masks to prevent inhaling the disease from other people. Currently, there are no vaccines that can protect the body against COVID-19, which is why it is important to spread awareness of COVID-19 to reduce the number of infected victims since it takes years to develop a proper vaccine. Reminder, currently there are about more than 40 million cases of COVID-19 reported worldwide. Thank you.